Hey there guys, welcome in today, Art Peeps. We have a project for you guys, a little tweak on one of my old projects. It is kind of making a smiley face mask. Kind of a little bit of tweak on one of my old projects, as I say, with cutting paper plate in half using a paper plate. Pretty simple project. Once we cut this in half and then putting a really easy smile on it with adding some color onto there. So I'm gonna get started right away. I got my scissors on here. I got a little thicker paper plate, can be any paper plate really that scissors for cutting that in half, eraser just in case you make a mistake. I'll probably do a pencil, but I might start out with Sharpie too. I will have my popsicle sticks, or a popsicle stick is what you need to attach it at the end. How you attach that is some glue, just some regular glue on there, and then some sort of skin tone colors we will need for that. So let's get started on that right away. But just cut it right across the front. That'll be the first step. Does not have to be perfect in there, but that one was pretty good on there. And then we're gonna go right on here. I'm gonna start in Sharpie just so you can see it a little better. I might have my kids do it in pencil first and then go over it in Sharpie, but just so you guys can see it a little bit better, I am gonna go a big kind of arched line. And I'm gonna almost follow that same. It doesn't have to be exact, but you can kind of see that little line that's on there. I can kind of follow that all the way up, and then right on here you can go right across. Right from there, go down a little bit. That's going to be kind of the teeth shining on the front, give you a nice big smile, and that'll be the next step. Okay, right there. So we got the basics of that now. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a frame or kind of like an outline on it just to clean it up a little bit. So I'll go through that quick. There we go, just cleaned it up a little bit. And then one of those parts that'll help it look a little bit more realistic is adding the teeth onto the top. That's a lot of T's, teeth onto the top. I'm gonna do a line in the middle. Go 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think I can sneak one more over here. 1, and there, awesome. Now a little hack or an idea to make it look a little bit more like teeth is, I'm gonna bring it up closer just so you can see a little bit, is almost like a little V on these bottom parts. I'm gonna kind of blend it almost to kind of round off the teeth, because we don't want the teeth like perfectly little squares or rectangles. We want them to have a little rounded edge just on the bottom. So you can take this and kind of curve it a little bit. Same thing on all these, so it kind of go up and then down, up. You might have Sharpies that you're using that you could fill in with this one. Might burn up, you know, a few of those, or markers tend to be a little bit more scribbly or kind of sloppy, but you might be using regular crayons too. You might just have a regular black crayon, but I definitely like for my class to use these kind of jumbo crayons that come like this, that I can always break apart and have a little container of. So that's what I'm gonna do for this bottom part, is I'm gonna go through quick and fill in the kind of inside of the mouth to kind of give it almost like a 3D kind of look. We can go through that real quick. So there it is. I thought it turned out still pretty good with just using a crayon to fill in there, and then it saved some of my Sharpies and markers on there. Now the fun part is on the back, doing different skin tones and skin colors. I always got a variety in my class, that different browns. As I always tell my kids, nobody is black or white. We're all kind of in between all the different variants and differences in tans. So I got a couple of varieties. I think I'm going to pick, you can always hold it up to your skin. I think that one's probably the best. Not that light, but not that dark, kind of in the middle, in between. So I'm gonna go with that one, and then I can kind of color on the outside. So I'll go through that real quick. Okay, so then I got a little variety for the skin tone on there, but I think I'm gonna cut off for this one. I'm gonna do this edge just to keep that kind of bumpiness on there. I think I'm gonna go right around there. There it looks really nice on there. Now I just got the popsicle stick that I can attach onto the back. That'll make it a little bit easier to put the popsicle stick on there. You can get your glue, and sometimes I will just put a dot or two on the back of it. Push down on there, and then I'll kind of give it a little bit of a frame so all the glue kind of connects, and then do a couple stripes on there to fill it up so it's nice and strong. Let that dry, and then with the magic of TV, I would say, or the magic of YouTube. All right, so there they turned out. I thought they turned out awesome, but of course I have to try it on, so I'm gonna go with this one. So I made this one before. This one I think I did with colored pencils on there, so I'll try it on. I'll flip around my camera here. All right, so there it is. Ooh, you can kind of see it through there, and onto the back side, and there it goes. So I am happy as always. It turned out great. So as always, I am Mr. Shooty. This is Mr. Shooty's art class, and we will talk to you guys later.